Hello, welcome back. We're going to continue solving inequalities. The recap here is you do it exactly as if it were an equation. You use all the same techniques that we used when we solved equations. So everything's the same except if you multiply or divide an inequality, both sides, by a negative number, any negative number, -1, -2, -16, -1/2, anything, then you have to flip the direction of that inequality, switch its direction at that step in the process. So let's crank through some examples and show you. -6m is greater than or equal to 6. So what if I want to solve this guy? How do I get m by himself? Well, pretend this is an equation. What I want to do is divide by -6. So in order to avoid confusion, let me write everything over again. Whoops, let me write everything over again here. And we'll put a 6 here. Now what I need to do on the left is divide by -6. And then on the right, divide by -6. Now at this moment, because I have divided by -6, this direction of the inequality is no longer true. I need to switch its direction like this. Notice I switched the direction of the arrow and it was greater than or equal to. I made it less than or equal to. So if it has an equal to underneath, you need to carry that along. We switch the direction because we're dividing by a negative number. Now on the left, the -6 cancels with the -6, so all you really have is m less than equal to -1. Now that's the answer. You can circle that. Now if you were asked to graph that, we've been graphing inequalities for quite a while. How do you handle that? Well, let's say here's 0, here's +1, let's say here's -1. It's less than or equal to -1, so that means I have a solid circle at -1, and it's any value less than or equal to that. So we just shade to the left like this. And that's how you would graph that. All right, we're going to do several more. And as we move through these, they will get a touch more complicated, but really it's the same thing that we're doing all the time over and over again. X over 2 minus 4 is greater than -6. So the first thing you do is you pretend that this is not an inequality. You pretend it's an equal sign, and you solve it the same. So this -4 is the first problem. We need to add 4 to both sides. So if I add 4 to the left, the -4 would disappear. I'll just be having x over 2. I'll have a greater than, and then I will have -6 plus 4. So basically I add 4 to the left, so this drops away, add 4 to the right, and this is what I get. So on the left, I have x over 2 greater than -2 when I add the items on the left. Now, how do I get rid of this 2 on the bottom? Well, the only way to really do it, and let me write it over again, x over 2 greater than -2 is to multiply both sides by +2. So here I'm multiplying by +2. 2's cancel. Notice that I multiplied by a positive number, not a negative number. So on the left-hand side, I still have x. My greater than symbol stays intact, and it's